as you get a look at Highmark Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Now Hall to start the drive. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Hall again on 2nd down. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Well, this defense for the Bills, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Give him 30 yards there.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration.
And this time he is in. Yes. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills use the early turnover to get on the board first. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Berrios now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw is Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. This thrown quickly out to Cooper. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the kick.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Play action. Now Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Play action. It's Wilson. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and through. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Joejuan Williams. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Throw left side complete. That's Carter. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. There's Wilson to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Jets have moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The Bills at 10-2 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And here comes Berrios. Now a hit and a loose football. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they? Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs from 19 yards away. And the Bills are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
Wilson. Looking for strong, and it's intercepted. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here we go. Throwing on 2nd down. Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. To throw, it's Allen. And this is caught. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills have broken the tie. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, this defense, Charles, we know how good they are, but they've been beat a couple of times in this game. However, they got the latest laugh.
And how about the way they hung in there? Because you're exactly right. They're not used to being dented as they've been so far in this game. But what they just did there with that pick 6, that's the equivalent of what was happening to them. They're throwing touchdown passes against them. Okay, we'll take one back against you.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Now Wilson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Cooper will come in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. He's got the connection to Cooper. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Kaiir Elam in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen going deep for Diggs. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So, roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And, it's incomplete. That would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Now Allen. He's going to try and go deep again. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to get it back here just past the 35. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made. Right?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kaiir Elam makes a pick, and the Bills will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing.
He's got a man, complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play. And a loose football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Open man is Uzomah. And he is going to have a Jets first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to air one out. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On second down now, it's Black. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Black. 45 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. On 1st down, it's Black. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Touchdown, Bills. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And some room to work. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Now Wilson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. Touchdown, Jets. Amari Cooper with career touchdown number 60. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point safely through. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On second down, Cook. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Black. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the... Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Rolling to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack. So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. They go play action with Wilson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Over the middle, and now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Black, and he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He's stopped in his tracks by Ahmad Gardner.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Black, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Slot man moves right. On second down, it's Black. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 30 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Point after try forthcoming. And the lead is down to 20.
Makes the score Bills 48, Jets 28.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Cook up the gut. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now a handoff up the middle. Black. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ballgame.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Buffalo, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they suffer their 4th loss so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can nest double E, cause I need your eyes on me. Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like a fashion, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did not worry, cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just wanna see me